Valentin Krichner, and you're listening to the Locker Room Podcast.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Talk with Chase and Tyler.
It's your boys!
We got a brand new series for you guys called Athlete Origins, where we're going to talk to athletes, coaches, people involved in sports, and pick their brains and have fun with it.
As you guys know, we're missing a member today. He's away. So it's just, it's Chase and Tyler.
Hopefully he's back soon. To kick off, we've got a special guest from Old College Broncos soccer player and personal friend of ours,
Valentin Krichner?
It was close, but yeah.
So what is it? Let's hear it.
Thank
Let's
you.
hear it.
Valentin Krichner, that's it.
Yeah, we got no chance of saying that at all today.
There's no way. But hey, I'll give it to you. It was good. It was a good
Val
try.
joins us from Germany, so he's got a lot to share with us today.
Honestly, I just flew. How do you say that?
I don't even know what you're trying to say. I don't know what you're trying to say.
I just took off from a plane in Germany yesterday and just came here.
Oh, okay.
Just for the podcast, and I'm going back tomorrow.
Plane, get ready to go.
Yeah.
Cool.
As you guys can see, it's already the language barrier here. So.
Yeah, bear with us with this. We're doing what we can here.
We'll translate.
Yeah. So where in Germany from?
Near Frankfurt. That's probably what the most people know. It's called Salmünster. You guys want to have a crack at that?
Nasamusta.
Namanusta?
So what's the size? Like,
can I say like old? It's like 10,000 people or something.
Okay,
so it's pretty small.
Just about the size.
Frankfurt is kind of like the Calgary to Olds.
Yeah.
Kind of. So like it's, but like Germany is like a lot more dense. So there's like so many like cities in between still, but like Olds and Calgary, there's nothing in between except for Adray. So right.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot more people, buddy.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. What was it like growing up there? Like what do you find different here than there?
That's a good question. Well, I haven't grown up here, so I don't know.
Then tell me, what does an everyday life look like to you back home?
Everyday life. Well, obviously, like we had kindergarten and stuff like that. I actually was like in a sport kindergarten, which is like right next to me. So
is that like the academy type thing?
No, it's not an academy. Well, it was like still like ages from 3 to 6, so like pretty young. So like we just had a like every day we had like a session in the gym, like not a session, but like we can play in the gym, and like it was just like physical education, kind of early physical education. So it was like based on that, kind of good, because like that also got me into like a lot of into athletics already, like track and field really early. I had a lot of like track and field early, then little like gymnastics too before. So yeah, a lot of sports.
What about the schooling? Like, talk a little bit about the schooling there. Like, how was it? How would you describe it there?
Schooling. Well, I have nothing to compare it to, right? So, how would I describe it? Well, we've got elementary school from 6 to 10, I guess, and then you can basically choose. Well, elementary school is like everybody together, and then it's more like region. Everybody from Salmünster goes to that elementary school, and then you can basically choose between Hauptschule, Realschule, and Gymnasium. So. Sure. Yeah. There you go. Hauptschule is basically like till grade 9, 10, and then it stops.
Yeah. Okay.
Realschule is kind of like 10, 11, and then it stops, and then Gymnasium is like the Abitur, which is like till, depending on what you're taking. I had 12 years in Gymnasium. Some people have 13. Well, not 12, like till grade 12 or grade 13.
So is that like so like. For Canada, we have dash 3 to 1. So your dash 3 is your kind of that initial one, where your dash 1 is your applied, your more
higher end thinking
school applied students.
Well, technically yes, but like the only thing is that everything's separate in different schools. So I started in the gymnasium from like grade 5 onwards. So like it's pretty separate. So like which is like most of the like Realschüler from down below are going into trades after. So like they're schooling and then they're going into trades and like working already. And like some of them are also like going from Hauptschule, Realschule, and then after they're just going to Gymnasium and trying to do the high school graduation. So yeah, it's like that's kind of what it is. But like I was in gymnasium all the way through, which is kind of like the more or less the snob school, if you can say it, right? Well, not always, not everywhere, but like that's where like people do their high school graduation, right? So
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, what was the childhood like? Like, what was your? I mean, I doubt it'd be a whole bunch different from here, but.
Well, it's a lot different because I was just playing soccer except for hockey, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's the major difference, yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I was playing soccer from like 3 years old onwards and stuff like that. Yeah. So, my dad was my coach for a long time. So, like, it was in the family. We had a backyard. We had 2 goals. So, my friends and I were always playing every day in my backyard. So,
so
a lot of soccer, and then like
sport-wise,
classic like running around on the street, scooters, skateboards, everything like that. You know, trying everything out.
Yeah, same as
a lot of things outside, and which is it was great. It was great, and then family around us. Well, all the families like kind of like close together, so that was really good. My sister and my sister tormented me though in the first years.
Well, you're what? It was just you and your sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sister's what, 2 years older?
2 years older, yeah.
Okay.
So she's allowed to pick on you.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. No, I'm bigger than her. But like, I wasn't. Hey, when I was like 3 years old, it was awful.
So as we may have noticed, like that language barrier, how has that played into effect with you being here now?
Not that much actually. Well, like I had the English from grade 3 onwards, so I'm pretty experienced in that, and like I've been to England and like a lot of. Countries in Europe where I had to speak it, so it wasn't that difficult for me, but like it's just like some words like the flight. I just talked about like 5 minutes ago, so it's like sometimes like finding words.
You're able to pick up similar words sometimes too, like saying it's more of the sayings and phrases, like the slang stuff that you kind of.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like sometimes it's just like a blockade in the.
So like. Are there any words in German that are like similar to English words, like they mean the same thing?
Honestly, no.
No, it's all
nothing
completely
really
different.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, the only thing is like there's a lot of like English language in the German language now. Like everybody says sorry, everybody says excuse me, fuck or something like that. You know what I mean? Well, it's a universal language, right?
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of like English in the German language. So.
Is there anything you could teach us and our fans? Some words, some phrases? Appropriate.
I'm sure Tyler's definitely been begging to try some stuff. So let's just see.
No, I've got a challenge for you guys. Next podcast, you're gonna start off with German. Like the introduction is gonna be German. Okay, that's a challenge. So, herzlich willkommen zum Locker Room Podcast. Herzlich willkommen zum Herzlich willkommen zum The Locker Room Podcast.
The Locker Room Podcast.
Okay.
Locker Room Talk Podcast.
So
my bad. Okay.
Yeah, no thank you. I'll just re-watch this later.
Yeah, so that's a... I'll tell
you.
Hey.
Yeah.
You guys gotta do it.
Yeah, we'll give it a thumb.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll mention you.
Hey, let's just make it a regular thing. Just every podcast you just start off in German now. Or in different languages.
Different
languages. Gonna pay us
make it Portuguese after and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, in your experience, what has been the major differences you've found since being here?
One of the biggest one is it's kind of like I don't know. It's a German thing. Like a lot of plastic is around here. There's I don't know, a lot of cans and stuff like that. So that's like the biggest difference.
Really?
Cans?
Yeah, like cans. We only use glass bottles.
Really?
Yeah, like most of ours is like
soup and
no. Like if you have like
pop cans.
Yeah, pop cans, soda cans. We have them, but like nobody uses them basically. So it's well, no. So like that's a lot of difference. Then other than that, hey,
also you're supposed to shotgun a Pepsi.
Yeah, of course the Pepsi, right? Well, for us it's a tornado. That's what we call it.
Okay.
So
The
tornado. That's
one. There like at one point.
Yeah. Well, I haven't. Yeah, fair enough. No worries. Yeah, and other than that, well, we just like there's not a lot of there's so much nature where no houses are and stuff like that. Okay. It's a big difference because ours is so dense. You can find a little village everywhere. Okay. So finding a place where there's nobody in between in a square kilometer is really hard. So
really, yeah, 'cause that's normal out here. I've got friends who have never closest neighbor is 5K away.
Yeah, it's usually never happening, honestly. So, yeah.
So like another difference, like Canadian, but more specifically Alberta. What's some differences in athletics here than in Germany, or what are some similarities?
Well, that's also like the reason why I came here, kind of. That, well, the system here, because in Germany we don't have school sports, like not in high school, not in college, nothing, nowhere. So we always have to like find a club, play in a club, and then play at a senior level at a club. So there's there's no real pathway from youth to pro, really, except for like professional academies that recruit people from especially in soccer, they recruit people from like 12 years onwards and even earlier. It was like a news article I read, it was like a 13-year-old who was like bought for like 200K or something, which is just crazy.
Must
but
be nice.
Hey, so like, well, the youngest Bundesliga player was 16 years old, and he started in the professional league in Germany. So like it's so early.
The exceptional status to like WHL and CHL stuff. Similar idea per se.
Yeah,
and
kind
we're sitting
of.
here making a podcast.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, what is like? Do you plan on staying here permanently, or like, what's your end goal with that?
Hey, it depends, honestly. It just depends on what my opportunities are here after Old College, I guess. So. Yeah. I'm gonna be here next year, and then I'll see where I can go, I guess. So like I'm trying to like big in recruiting, like reaching out to coaches and stuff like that. That's what's gonna happen like after next season when I get my highlight tape together and everything. So
highlight tape, you big shot. Yeah. Get those ladies on the old ticker.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Speaking of Old College, what brought you here? Like, did you have anywhere else in mind, or like what brought you from Germany to Old?
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I got kidnapped to go over here, honestly.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, okay.
I'm recruiting for you.
No, I got recruited. I was like reaching out to coaches and like had an agency actually also helping me with that.
Okay.
Basically like Neil's a former coach here.
Yeah.
He emailed me and like wanted to reach out, and we had like a couple of talks. He was one of the coaches. There was like multiple other schools I was also talking to. That was like the US though, and then it was just honestly a financial decision in the end. And I also talked to shout out to Katie. Talked to Katharina in Germany.
Yeah, former Old Broncos women's soccer athlete.
Yes, there you go. I talked to her, also from Germany. I talked to her, and then she kind of not convinced, but like we talked a lot about like how life is here, and like it influenced my decision a bit, of course. And then
Okay, so with that, like what's some big changes that you've seen, from post second, school wise over in Germany to school here?
Well, I went to university back in Germany for a year, so I can actually like compare it pretty well. So like in Germany, it's usually we have the semester, we have lectures, seminars, and everything, but there's no like assignments, no tests, nothing there. And then we have the break, and then during the break, you kind of have to study for the tests that are during the break, which is
that just scares me. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just like
I'd be shitting my pants.
It's one thing to do it like throughout the year; it's another to like everything, and then at the end.
And everything like depends on that one exam, right? So, which is kind of crazy, but. Yeah, and you don't really have a vacation. So I'm so looking forward to that summer now, which is like, it's 3 months, 4 months where I don't have to do anything. Well, train, of course, but like schooling-wise and working, like, gotta work, but schooling-wise, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
so,
that's the big thing, is you're not working your mind every second anymore.
And back in Germany, it was like, we've got the semester pause, which was like 2 months or something, and like 1.5 of those 2 months you have to study for your exam, because you've got like 5 exams at the end of the semester break, and they always schedule it so good, right? At the end of the semester break, so you can't go anywhere or like you can't do anything because you've got to study. So yeah, that's the biggest difference, I guess. And of course also like we don't have any sports, right?
So no, that's the big thing.
No sports. That's also like
so
where
I
came.
Find yourself balancing that line of being an athlete but also a student at college?
I actually found it kind of easy because I was always, we had the clubs, right? So it was kind of more difficult back in Germany to deal with it, just because you had schooling and then you had to organize your own thing by the side. And here everything is like together, kind of, right? It's both on campus and stuff like that. So that's the that's why it's kind of easy for me actually to transition over here.
We'd be remiss to not talk about your top academic student athlete at the college here.
Oh no, don't mention that.
So we know you got the brains behind it. So now
you got the brains. We have the brains, but you have the skill.
Yeah. So, sports management. What was the reasoning?
I want to go into the sports industry later. So coaching definitely. Well, like my primary goal is to coach.
Okay.
I used to like coach track and field, soccer, athletic. Like I did like with my senior team, I did like a little athletic program. It was kind of like the strength, not strength and conditioning coach, but like the athletic trainer, kind of like that. Yeah. So I have a lot of experience in that already, and it's so fun to me. So I want to be in coaching, and then just like on top of like my schooling here, I want to do like the coaching license, like the soccer coaching license. I've already got like the C license, so I want to like build onto that, like B and A, and then maybe like the pro license in the end, and then like go coach professionally somewhere. I don't know.
You looked into the NCCP stuff at all? Like I know you talked a little bit about it through schooling and stuff, but have you done any?
Honestly, after
there's a lot of good stuff on there.
Hey, after that assignment, I haven't done it yet. Honestly. That's
where I find myself doing the odd course just for the heck of it. So,
well, I saw you doing that. Yeah. It looked kind of.
Well, that one was simple. Yeah, that one was for just getting through this. Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, I haven't looked into that, but I got I've got all summer now to look into that. So
that's it. Yeah, let's find those.
Yeah. So do you aspire to do anything other than just like coaching or training? Like, do you aspire, to run your own business? Do you aspire to take your sports management and work for a psychology program?
So first of all, I was like, I'm gonna see what like my soccer brings me, how high I can go. It's just like, if I can go high, might as well do it, right? But like my first thing, my first goal, my primary goal is to like get a degree, right? A bachelor's degree in the end, or like a master's too after. Okay. So but after what I'm doing with it is like kind of still up in the air. I want to go into coaching, but I also like owning a gym sounds pretty nice to me too, right? Honestly,
that's every sports management for the most part's dream.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I can also see myself like being a manager on a team or something. Yeah. So it's like I haven't like set myself like. I don't have like a set goal, but like soccer coaching, on like strength and conditioning coach, I can see myself that too. So
for sure,
a lot of things. So. Hey, but in sports, definitely in sports.
Well, that's it, yeah. So this was your first year of eligibility of college route?
First year, yep. But like technically, I not in Canada, but in the US, I technically lost one because I was in university. Well, I was not enrolled into university for 2 years after my graduation back in Germany. Okay, yeah. So kind of like you've got like one gap year, but another second. Yeah. But that doesn't matter in Canada. So,
no, that's it. Yeah. So you're looking to move up levels. Are you moving into amateur and professional? Any specific places you're looking at? Like,
well, of course, like,
fan, so that's
what?
Munich? No.
Oh my God! What?
No.
What are you accusing me of here? Come on, man!
Okay.
Unbelievable. No. Hey, I'm going home. Unbelievable. Nah. Fair. Bayern Munich? No, definitely no way. No, I hate that club. Sorry, but to all the Fonzie fans out there, no. No, for me it's Kickers Offenbach. Okay. My heart, my soul.
Yeah.
Fourth tier side, but hey, I'm going through it.
Yeah.
They were so close to getting promoted this year, but they are not. So they just lost last weekend, so they're out of the race now.
Okay.
I'm kind of sad about that, but it's alright. Wait, what was the question?
So you were looking at like kind of like college, like currently in college now. So you got a couple different routes you can go. You stay the college route.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I got it.
You can choose the amateur route and move into professional kind of that way.
I'm back on track. Okay.
Where are your head at? Like, do you want to finish your eligibility out?
Well,
do you want to, because you got 5 years eligibility, you want to use all that, or do you want to kind of move into amateur?
Well, as I said, I want to definitely a bachelor's degree, maybe a master's. So bachelor's is first, and then after this next year at college, I'm going to transfer.
Yeah.
It's either a university in Canada or US. And like I'm just looking at the best offer there and like where's the best fit and stuff like that. I'm gonna talk to a lot of coaches and reach out, like a lot of work I'm gonna put in there, and then I see what I can get from it. If it's something I want, then I'm gonna do it and then get a bachelor's there. But if not, if there's like really no offer I want to like consider or anything, I'm going back to Germany and like finish my degree there, which I'm still enrolled at university back there. I'm just doing it. It's a broad semester still. It's my second one right now, so next semester is my third one, so I'm technically still enrolled. But hey, yeah, we're gonna see, and then it's like university, and then the Canadian Premier League is like a thing that is like kind of a blessing for.
That's the brand new league, right?
The brand new league here in Canada.
Couple of years,
Yeah, it's kind of like it's a blessing for us like young athletes that are in college right now that it got it established like 4 years ago, I think, and it's like up and running and it's like getting bigger and bigger. So you guys don't know about that one, eh?
I've heard of it. That's like with the Calgary FC or Calgary
Cavalry. Yeah. It's all
FC over there.
It has been promoted, but I've
heard enough about it. I would think I went to one game actually. You've been to a game. Yeah.
Come on, man. And you don't remember?
No.
Hey, a beautiful game of soccer and you don't remember it?
It was like the first
okay,
year
it's preseason. Okay,
like,
that makes sense.
I don't even know if they were actually a league yet when I was there.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. No, like that's a blessing for amazing for young athletes. It's not like you don't get paid a lot, but it's a really good.
What is the
it really is. It's a good stepping stone to like get noticed and everything because there's a good media coverage and everything, and like people know especially like there's a link up with MLS and stuff like that. There's 3 MLS teams around Canada too, right? Yeah. So. It's a great stepping stone. Other than that, if I'm going to US, I'm definitely looking into like MLS. There's Championship, USL One. There's a lot of leagues over there too, which is way easier to get in for me as a German than back in Germany, because in Germany the population is so like we've got 80 million people, it's double Canada, and we've got like 16th of the size or something, right? Yeah. And everybody wants to play soccer. So like the competition is so high, which is. Why also a lot of like German athletes go abroad to like US or colleges and everything because we don't have the college system, right? So, we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated.
No, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
So your goals for next season? What, both personally and team wise? What are you where's your head at with that coming in next season?
Next season is gonna be. Well, we only have like 6 returning players, which is gonna be not really tough. It's a good opportunity to like start new, but it's also tough to not have players that know everything. But we've got
have established order in a sense where you have familiarity.
Yeah, like we've got a really good core of players, and now it's just up to the coach, I guess, to like recruit everybody and like get a good team together. And we're gonna see when I come back here in August, how's this team looking, but like we're in close communication with coach and like the whole team, and we just actually had like a prospect camp last Saturday where a couple of people came in, which was exciting. It was good, and goals for next season are definitely then establish a different culture that's gonna be there for longer. So. Like I want to establish a winning culture, I guess. Yes. That's gonna be there in the program for longer, because that wasn't there this year, I believe. Like not like there could be, because there could be so much more, but there wasn't. And then like goal is definitely to win as many games possible. Of course, it's always what you want to do.
Back to the full season, or back to 12-game season now?
I believe so. Honestly, I don't know yet.
Yeah. Like you guys were short in the season last
year. We
had
6 games, which is a joke.
So
honestly,
nothing,
no, it's nothing. I'm used to like 36 games back in Germany, so it doesn't. Yeah, I think we're back to like 12, and we're playing like 1 up from the North Conference or something like that.
That'll be good then,
yeah.
Bit of cross
going up to Keanu or something. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that's gonna be that'll be a fun matchup for you guys. Keanu.
Yeah, that would be fun, but and then like goals. Again, win as many games possible, establish the culture, have a great team bond, and like make friends for life, which I already have this year. But like, just like it's just amazing to like how many people I've met for the past year, and I'm excited for the next year. How many more people I'm gonna meet, or establish more deeper connections with everybody you already know, right? That's really exciting for me.
You're part of the student leadership too, right? So
yes.
Talk to me a little bit about how did that help you prepare for a leadership role, I guess, with the team?
Well, I kind of stepped in like mid-season.
Okay.
But as I'm like a little older than most of the guys, I already have like a lot of experience when it comes to like leadership, because I was one of the leaders at my team back in Germany. I had a lot of experience in that. I was like, like kind of as a coach also, like you get to like experience how you're like affecting other people when you're coaching, like what you have to say to people to motivate them and stuff like that, and that helped me a lot for my like how I treat my teammates too, and like how I lead everybody. So and then like Salt is just like, it's a great thing to have, where you also have communication in between teams, and like what teams want from each other, kind of like what support everybody, because like we're all together as Broncos, right? So it's a great thing, and it helped me a lot to like also make connections in other teams. So
so going back to soccer and tying it in there, what have you noticed a huge difference to be in the style of play from how we would play soccer over here to the European style? Because obviously what we consider football here is not football in Europe. They consider football to be what we call soccer and all that. So what kind of things, or what's the main difference between our style of play and European style of play?
Well, that's the usual is always that everybody says it's more physical. I agree. I definitely agree, because
in Europe?
No, here.
Here.
Yeah, it's more physical and more technical. No, it's more technical over there.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Because we just have like the facilities, and like we just train our athletes that we're good in technically and stuff like that. We have like the history of soccer is so deep there, and like it's not over here because like so technically is definitely more back in Germany, and here's more physical. But from like playing style wise, I haven't seen much of a difference, because my coach last year obviously was from England, so it was more of a European style that we played. So I was used to that, but I'm gonna see like, we've got a Canadian coach now, so we'll see what we're gonna do next year, and I'm gonna be excited for that. So like, and it's also like, it's a good thing to like broaden your mind of that, not always like thinking of the European way, but also like there's always like good things coming out of what other people are doing. So like for me personally as a coach, also like I want to get in coaching, right? So it's good for me to like see different styles and everything for later. So
agreed.
So who have you modeled your game after? We talked about your fandom, so let's, any particular player inspiration to it?
Honestly, not really.
No?
I haven't like had a big, from like young on, I didn't have like, well, I had like role models and everything, but I haven't like really modeled my game after them. I just had like, I picked like some from them, from there. A big thing where I always like watch, like free kicks are just the most exciting thing for me, honestly. You can just like, I'll be in front of the goal and kick the ball at the goal alone for like 2 hours, and I won't get tired of it. It's just so fun, honestly. And then I like watch so many videos of like Cristiano Ronaldo, Marco Reus, and like the Hakan Çalhanoğlu, like the free kicks. Hakan Çalhanoğlu.
Sure.
It's a Turkish name, so it's even worse for you guys.
Sure.
Even worse for you guys. So like those are like, or Juninho, he's like he's a Brazilian like who like shoots crazy free kicks. I'm just like looking at the technique and like trying to mimic it and stuff. But other than that, like some role models were like Diego. I don't think you know him, but like it's another.
I've heard he's talking about it.
It's another Diego though, I think. No, I don't know.
Brazilian,
I don't know if
you one of the two.
It was Brazilian, yeah.
So,
Diego Ribas Tacunha.
Yeah.
No, he played in Werder Bremen, and he was so exciting to watch, and he was like one of the main reasons I also like Werder Bremen. I was still like in my childhood home. I think I've got a jersey of the 5 because I got it for my 5th birthday or something, and it's like Diego. I've got it like framed up on my wall. Yeah, like that, something like that. Like he was a big inspiration for me. And then like in the past years, it was like players, because I transitioned. Before I was a center defensive midfielder, and then I grew a lot. So I transitioned to center back in like when I was like 16 or 17 or something. So and then I looked into like players like Virgil van Dijk, Chiellini, who else? Mats Hummels, of course. Who else? Somebody else. I don't know. But yeah, like that. And then of course, like, hey, if you grew up in the Barca side where the Pep Guardiola with Iniesta, Xavi, and everybody. Oh my God, yeah, it was just amazing to watch. So like, yeah. Sorry.
No, it's good, dude.
You don't
all day, like,
yeah, you don't know anything about that one.
No, that's why we're here.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So I mean, you got the intention of coaching. Any specific, like, you want to coach professional-wise, youth? Where are you kind of thinking?
Okay, one of my big things is I want to coach players or people that want to be coached. Okay. I've had a year, like I did like a voluntary social year in Germany where I was in a kindergarten and dealing with people, like kids, that don't do what you say, what you want them to do. It's just so frustrating for me.
Yeah.
So I want to help them, of course, but like I want also like to deal with people that want to get helped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to deal with like if it's like either I'm definitely okay with youth because there's like the excitement of like also treating like developing the players off the field with like youth players, which is really exciting how they turn out in the end.
Yeah.
Or like professional athletes also. It's just exciting because they're willing to work, and like willing to learn from you and. Yeah, and they also provide so much feedback for me as a coach, which would help me a lot. So, honestly, I'm just kind of like it sums it up into like the performance.
Yeah. Okay.
Sector in the end. Yeah.
Okay, no, that makes sense. Anything to go there?
No, not really.
Yeah, you've been awfully quiet this whole time.
Are you kidding me? I've been talking. I guess now we'll just like ask some more personal questions about you, and so I guess like to start, like obviously you play soccer and you're part of the futsal team at Olds College. Not a lot of people play futsal in Canada, so they might not know exactly what it is. But on a personal, what if you weren't playing soccer? What sport would you play? And futsal doesn't count. It doesn't count. Like,
no, it doesn't count.
Like
no, it
soccer,
definitely doesn't count.
Yeah, if you're playing
nothing with soccer ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
if you
so
had to play a different sport.
Okay, yeah, I used to do track and field and handball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another European sport, right?
Yeah.
So handball is such an exciting sport. I probably would have like when I was like 15, 16, I had to pick because I just didn't have the time
like
for
there's
two.
Full professional leagues over there, right?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, it's a big European sport. You guys don't know that one, but
the pay grade for that would be like.
Oh, it's decent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Euros,
pretty decent.
Yeah.
It's the Euros, of course.
Euros.
Yeah. I had to choose between handball and soccer. Obviously, I chose soccer because it's just my passion. But if it wasn't for soccer, I would have played handball all my life.
Okay.
So handball is such. I'm missing it so much, but I just can't. Well, I played dodgeball last weekend. 3 days ago, my arm still hurts.
Your latissimus dorsi.
My latissimus dorsi is still hurting so much. It's crazy. So I don't think I'm suited again. I've probably got the basics, but it's such a fun game though. It's so good. I got to play it in university back in Cologne though.
Don't want to try to be the next Leon Draisaitl or Tim Stutzel.
I mean, I've seen him on the floor hockey stick. Let's not go there quite.
And the problem is the stick is not the biggest problem. It's my skating that's the biggest problem. So it's gotta be awful.
Your testing proves that you could be a member of the Calgary Flames.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
let's reconsider your sport outlook.
Let's move into more personal. Where do you see yourself in, say, 5-10 years? Like, what's your ultimate goal with everything?
If it's like where from a location standpoint, I don't know, which is kind of exciting for me because I don't know where I'm gonna be in 5 to 10 years, where I'm gonna live or something, which is great that I have the freedom to look. Yeah, like I don't know where I'm gonna live. I could live in Canada, US, somewhere in Europe, somewhere.
You have the freedom for that.
I have the freedom for that, which I'm so grateful for. Other than that, where I'm gonna see myself, hopefully on the soccer pitch somewhere.
Hopefully.
If not on the sideline somewhere or in the gym somewhere, so that's kind of like just around the soccer ball, I think.
If you're playing professional, Chase and I get season tickets. That's the only.
Yeah, that's the no question. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd even take a box seat.
Box seat.
A box seat? I don't know if I can
Free
do
popcorn?
that.
Oh, yeah, just free popcorn.
Free popcorn?
I'll take nosebleeds with free popcorn. It'd be good.
Okay, I'll see about that when it comes to that. But
do you have any hobbies outside of school, outside of playing soccer, or anything?
Well, I'm like over here. I don't really have the time really to go to hobbies because like when I'm not doing anything, I'm probably like sleeping or resting because I was working out or like playing soccer, right? So, no, it was back. I used to play the guitar a lot for like 8, 9, 10 years or something. I probably still can do it, but I just don't because I just don't have the time. I don't know. Oh God, no! Please don't. No, like my goal is like when I go back to Germany now, I want to learn the piano over the summer.
Okay. Over the summer.
Yeah, over the summer.
Be a little
that's a little quick,
John.
Yeah, German Elton John, of course.
Elton John.
And well, my sister plays the piano and like organ and everything, so like she can teach me a little bit. I have a private teacher, you know.
Yeah.
So and I want to get back into. I was so close to buying a ukulele this year, but I didn't.
A ukulele?
Yeah, a little ukulele. It's funny.
Pull that out too if you want.
I'm gonna buy that next year though. It's gonna. Yeah.
Keep it together, Val.
I will. Yeah, it's just gonna be. Hey, it's gonna be me on the bus when we go to Kiana. I'm just gonna play the ukulele and annoy everybody.
Yes.
So
stream it live.
I'll
take the pod.
I'll take the pod.
So,
yeah, music.
What was some advice you'd give to a younger self? Your younger being, like, what would you say?
I was somebody who took a long time till it clicked that you have to work towards something you want. So back in school, I didn't care at all. I didn't.
See, knowing you now, I find that hard to believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's just I didn't care at all. I didn't study at all because I got by. I passed all the classes and everything because I just got it. I don't know. And I didn't need to study to pass, so I just didn't. But I could have done so much better because, when I just studied, I could have done so much better. There was so many situations where I was like, why didn't I just study? And then afterwards, I just got back to my normal lifestyle. But after my high school graduation, it kind of clicked. Like even for my final exam, I didn't study like that much.
No.
It was like, well.
Hopefully our profs don't watch this.
Yes. I mean, I
No, not that final. Like the final exam of high school.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
But honestly, no, but here too. But Kurt tomorrow, eh?
Yeah.
Wait, what was I gonna say? High school graduation, and then it just like clicked a little bit after because I had to wait for my. Back in Germany, it's like from your grade average, you get accepted to the. It's kind of the same here, kind of, but like it's very more stricter, kind of in Germany. So I wanted to go to the sports university in Cologne, where I was last year, but I had to wait 2 years till I got accepted because my grades were that bad.
Oh, really?
So that kind of like got me to reality, and it was like, why didn't I just study and like put a little work into it, and like, and that's what kind of motivated me. And also in soccer, I wasn't like training that hard. It was like I don't know. Like I didn't like take care of my nutrition. My I just I don't know. It's just like and now then it clicked when I was like 18 or something, and then I'm just working hard since then, I guess. So yeah.
So let's move to the day-old question. You're on an island stranded. You get 3 things.
Soccer
what
ball.
Are the 3 things?
Soccer ball, 100%.
Of course, yes. Gets a little harder.
A woman.
Okay.
Or man, whichever is you're choosing.
Okay, gonna go. Oh my god! Oh, come on. Yeah, it's like.
We gotta have 3 things on the island, so obviously a soccer ball.
Yeah, soccer ball, and then the classic one, a boat, so I can get off the island. And
cruise the island.
And a turf pitch. And a goal. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
soccer ball, turf pitch. Hey,
no beach,
imagine in the Dominican Republic, shout out to Armando, a turf field on an island where it's just you and like your friends or anything, and then you have a boat to get off of it. Hey, perfect. Hey, that's my dream, honestly. So, there you have it.
So, awesome.
One more thing here before we get there.
Hey, it's a little harder for like hockey. Like, hey, I want an ice rink in the Dominican Republic on an island or something.
They're hard enough putting that in Lake Tahoe. So let's touch on a bit of the mental side of it. What is your biggest student athlete? You're busy. You got tons of time. How do you look after yourself mentally getting into all that?
I never really have a problem like mentally or anything. It's the good thing is when I get stressed I work out, so it helps because I'm always working out as a student athlete, so I usually manage stress pretty well. And yeah, other than that, I just like sometimes I just need my time alone. I'm just like go in my room and like go to bed early or something like that, and just like watch something. So like that's kind of sometimes I just like need a break from like people, because like you're always around people too, right? So other than that, I'm never really never really struggled at all. So I'm just excited to like I'm excited to be busy. So
that's a nice feeling.
It's a nice feeling, like being productive and everything. So
So we've obviously given you a list of great American pop culture films to watch. You've probably already watched some of them. What has been your favorite so far?
From the list?
From the list that we've given you of the movies you've watched, what's been your favorite movie to watch?
Okay, the only thing I've watched is Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. Okay. Other than that, I haven't watched any. But I gotta, Slapshot, I gotta watch now because like I need to get Tyler's reference in the end, because like he's always he's always referencing the film. I have no idea about it, so I gotta watch that one. My favorite one is it's a tough one. Of the Oceans one, the second one I think. The second one, because Ocean 12, because it was Italy. Italy is just, it's just good.
And George Clooney.
George Clooney, Matt Damon. Like, how do you?
Come on, Brad Pitt.
George Clooney's a good-looking man.
Come on.
Good group. Okay, Tyler, that's it.
If you could travel back in time to any sporting event, could be last year, could be 10 years, whichever, what would it be and why?
Okay, first of all, I would travel and relive the, because I don't remember it. It was like, I was at my favorite team, Kickers Offenbach, they got promoted to the second division. Okay. I was there in the stadium, I was on the field, I've got pictures of it, I don't remember it, which is crazy for me.
So it was when you were like...
Yeah, I was little, I was like 5 or 6 or something, I don't know. That was crazy. I still have like pictures at home. I like sew my like own flag or something like that, and it's like So that was crazy. And other than that, honestly, it's probably gotta be the 7-1 in Rio from Germany against Brazil.
Okay.
Just because, and then of course the final after, when they Mario Götze against Argentina. When they won the World Cup, which is probably like one of the biggest ones. Other than that, sorry, I've got a lot of them.
No, go for it.
Live Aid, Queen. I want to be there, honestly. I wanted to.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah,
good pop culture, back to pop culture now,
Then Michael Jackson concert at Wembley. Hey, come on, count me in. What else? Oh, so many things. But like, that's basically the biggest one.
I didn't expect a couple of those, not gonna lie.
Giant Super Bowl, I guess.
Yes.
I need to. Tyree. Ooh.
The helmet catch.
Oh my god.
The helmet catch.
Yeah. So
Okay, now finally, who are the top 3 athletes in your mind that we should have on here next? Could be friends, could be teammates, coaches, could be anybody. Let's hear some recommendations. Like, who should we have on here?
Get him this week, Armando.
Yeah.
Armando.
Then you gotta see the Brazilian representation of the 7-1, I guess, because he's always bitching about it. That I'm like mentioning it, but it's like Brazil was just too bad. Honestly, they were just bad at that game, and it was such a great joy to see Brazilians cry when they lost against Germany. It was so great. It was a great day. I loved it. Other than that,
any other sports?
Wait a minute. We also get like Desmond or Kurt.
Yeah.
Kurt,
get some profs on.
Yeah, gotta get some profs on. And if I see athletes from other sports, I would say Isaac, but he's not coming back because that would be interesting.
Might be a fun one.
Mateus, also Brazilian. Yeah, definitely. Other than that, a podcast with Harrison would be so hilarious. So
we can talk for hours with Harrison. Easy, I feel like.
Yeah. So I guess that's that. I kind of my recommendations. I guess.
Well, thanks for being on here. Where can they find you? You got any plugs for us?
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Any plugs for us? Hey, I just purchased a domain today. ValentinKrichner.com. So you can find everywhere on there.
Spell it out for the group. Spell it out.
Oh my god. VALENTINKIRCHNER.com. There you go.
Let's hear you pronounce that one more time.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Come on, try it. Let's go.
VALENTINKIRCHNER.com.
No, NER. Oh, you got it wrong. Huh?
Krichner.
Kirchner.
Yeah, that's close.
Yeah, no way.
Okay, and where can they find us, Tyler?
Hey, wait. Hey, I'm
Keep
finished yet.
going.
Come on.
Okay.
Well, on YouTube, of course, there's my highlight tape, and then Instagram, VAL.LLE. There you go.
Okay, yeah, that's Valentin.
Yeah,
now, where can they find us, Tyler?
They can find us at Instagram at TheLRTPod. That is THELRTPOD, all lowercase. You can also find us at Twitter at TheLRTP, lowercase THE, and then all caps LRTP. And you can obviously subscribe and like our channel on YouTube.
Thanks for listening. And that's another episode.
And then now a challenge: send us a video of you always like respelling all of that what we just said. So
give it a
have fun with that. Give it a try.
Yeah. Okay, that's all we got for you guys today. Thanks for listening.
Peace.